Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. Welcome to Finish the Story. I am your host, Keegan Ray. I am joined here by my co-host, producer, and best friend, Mr. Trent Ludzak. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
All right, just for some context for the viewers out here, we just got done watching the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. So that's what we felt like. It felt wrong to try to record without seeing it.
Yeah,
it was a cultural moment.
It was coming up in like 10 minutes. We're like, we have to watch it.
Yeah.
We might as well.
What'd you think?
I'm glad we did.
I am too. First off, I like that we are. How white are you? We're so white. You're like, oh, that's a GNX.
Yeah.
That's what that car looks like.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, I didn't know what it looked like until I saw it on the stage.
I didn't even put two and two together until you said that, and I was like, damn.
That means that you're whiter than me.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm an old white man. I have to have that reminder and go into things with that lens of like, I am an old white man, you know, like this might not, don't get angry. It might not be for you. You can't Arthur fist the whole time. Just, no. All right. So my first thing that I take away from the Kendrick Lamar halftime show, pretty poor taste putting the guys on top of the light post.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty.
I read the room, Kendrick.
And really making it prominent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what was he doing there?
Having fun. Aren't we all?
What if somebody fell off the light post?
They did.
Obviously, it's not funny, but you'd be like, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to that guy, dude. He didn't even get to see the Super Bowl. God damn it. Hopefully the Birds pull it out.
From now on, I know who my Uncle Sam is. In my head, who Uncle Sam is?
For sure.
Is the Samuel L. Jackson forever and ever.
Yeah.
It should have been always, now that I think in hindsight.
Yeah. Once I saw it, I was like, of course.
I was like, yeah.
I mean, dude, nobody. I knew that's a power move because let me tell you, the Rise Up campaign for the Falcons, he did a whole thing with the Falcons where he would, before the game, he did the pump up, like the dude. And when it would be Monday night or a Sunday night game, he would be live in the dome and he would be down on the field, bro. You couldn't hear the people. Like, I remember my dad looking at me and being like, that's Morgan Freeman. I couldn't hear him. Dude, Rise Up. That was one of the greatest.
I mean, when I went and saw the Falcons this season, they were like that. He was on all of the promotional, like whenever they played anything on the screen.
It was such a success. They were like, we got to have this shit running all the time. I loved it. Rise Up was great. That was our, because we always played the Saints, and that's a huge rivalry, the Falcons and Saints. And they had Who Dat, which is fucking pretty fun. Who Dat trust me, I have almost fist fought people over a Who Dat right in my face. I had a dude one time get this close to my face. He was like, who that? I was just like,
I have no part of this rivalry, but I'm annoyed hearing it. It's an annoying thing to hear.
But you don't have, and then we got the Dirty Bird. That was big too. At the time we got the Dirty Bird, I was the right age where I was Dirty Bird dancing in the stadium. And people were pumped on it, you know? Yeah. If you're doing it now, it's like, dude, sit down.
I didn't even know it was a dance.
Oh, it's you do the whole thing. It's like they did it. Jamal Anderson did it when he scored, and he did a Dirty Bird dance, and so people would fucking dance with. I mean, it was crazy. When you don't have anything like that, and then all of a sudden you're like, dude, this rules. Now we have a saying, we have a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the Packers, we got cheese and beer, man. That's all we need.
Yeah, but y'all have the cheeseheads. That fucker, and dude,
and we've had it forever.
The Packers, you say that, but the Packers have a ton of fucking songs. Because I used to go to this Packers bar in Savannah, and they would play these fucking songs in between during commercial breaks. And it's like these old, like, fight songs that are like from when they had, like, the leather helmets. Like, go green and gold.
Yeah. Well, it's because they've been around for so long. Of course, you're around for 100+ years.
Oh, man. But you know what? I'll take that over fucking commercials. Because when you don't watch commercials and then you try to watch like a Super Bowl or like a big football game, you're like, holy shit.
I mean, do you remember the commercial? We both wrote it down, the commercial before the halftime performance.
Potty-Tunity.
Potty-Tunity.
And you know what? I'm going to use that. That's what I fucking hate about it. I see myself like slipping it in with Christina.
I'm not going to use it. I'm going to forget about it. In fact, I'm going to cross it off this note card so it's illegible. So that
they've been showing.
Remember.
You know what I don't understand is like I caught a couple commercials at work, but it was commercials I've already seen before, and I was like, why wouldn't you debut it?
Yeah, why would you pay all that money for the slot and then play something you've
What's
done?
your dude? Yeah. Budweiser, the fucking frogs. That murdered.
Did they bring it back?
No, but I'm saying that was my favorite.
Day, yeah.
Because my birthday used to like fall right on the Super Bowl. I'm January 26th. Super Bowl used to be in January. Now it's a little bit moved back. So I had like when the Falcons were in the Super Bowl in Miami, I had a Super Bowl party for my birthday.
That's
fucking
fun.
Huge. And then they lost, of course. But
I mean, it's the Falcons.
I mean, I think about that sometimes. What timeline would I be in as a person if they won that Super Bowl on my birthday?
Yeah. You'd be CEO Keegan, man.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with that thought now of like the shifting timelines.
Really? It's really locked on to you?
Yeah. I
don't think about it. Because who cares?
Because
you're in this one,
thought.
And there's nothing to do.
Yeah. No, my favorite is people that get spun out about the effect of like the Mandela effect. It's like, dude, who gives? At the end of the day, dude, I don't give a fuck how Bernstein Bears is spelled.
I've seen Mandela effect videos where it's a guy just explaining that he doesn't know science at all. It's just so I thought it was this.
I'm white enough.
But I then somebody said it's. But then somebody says it's this, and it's like, no, you were just wrong before.
Yeah. Never gave a fuck.
You just didn't know a thing. That's.
Yeah. So the Kendrick halftime show felt like a little bit of a victory lap.
A lot of
a little showboating.
Yeah.
You know, he said Drake's name.
Here's the thing.
Looked at the camera. You don't have to do that.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was, as far as halftime performances, I liked it more than most of them.
Some poor girl is getting the brunt of Drake's wrath right now, dude. Some 16-year-old girl is just getting
as we speak. Somebody's
There's
daughter.
Definitely a TV got broke.
Yeah.
Like somewhere in Miami, just fucking TV got broke.
Bro, Drake.
And dude, imagine being the homies there, because you know it's going to be a good party up until then.
Bro, they flashed "Game Over" in the stands when it ended. The lights went out.
That would be like being at your friend's house when they get their ass beat by their parents. Like if they get like that's only happened to me once at Little John's house.
Bro,
it's so bad. It's so bad.
We might need a wellness check on Drake. Like he might.
Oh yeah,
that guy might be swinging already,
dude. That's a rough one. That's a rough lot. That's why you can't go into rap beefs if you're not ready. It's not the 90s. They're not going to fucking just shoot you. They're going to fucking embarrass you and turn you into a meme. You're a meme forever.
Yeah.
A minor. You heard the stadium. They all said it, dude.
Kendrick didn't even say the word pedophile or A minor.
He didn't need
to. He put the microphone down in the audience. The packed out stadium screamed it.
Which is, I mean, people are ruthless, dude. They were all on Drake's dick with God's Plan and Hotline Bling, you know.
Well, that was like at what was it, the Grammys? It happened where he got called up for a Grammy, and they played that song as he went up, and the whole audience of the Grammys sang that part, and they're all pedophiles, I think, right?
Seems to be.
How crazy is that?
I know. We did go through the...
it's so catchy. He's got pedophiles singing it.
I mean, we did get indoctrinated right there at the beginning. I did not like the roller coaster that we went on. The psychedelic Apple.
Yeah.
Felt like I was getting programmed.
I didn't realize what it was till it was over. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're both going to be activated in a few years.
I think Potty-Tunity activated me. As soon as I heard it, I was like, oh. It's insulting how fucking stupid commercials make. You know, they think you are retarded.
But they always have been. And there's always a few standouts, you know? Yeah. Every once in a while you get the Cat Ranchers, you know?
Yeah.
You get a classic. The Budweiser Frogs.
The Budweiser Frogs. I mean, What's that? That was a good one. I mean, that one even made it into like movies. I don't know, man. The Super Bowl is such a weird like.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes is probably crying under that helmet.
I mean, I don't think they've ever been behind. You know, we're currently watching the game over.
Yeah, we're actively watching the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dude. So the worst Super Bowl of my life was when the Falcons fucking blew it.
Of course,
but I was such an alcoholic at the time. I was partying down because the Falcons were winning, and dude, I was turning it up, baby. We were up. What the fuck are we gonna do? You know, we're up. I passed out, took a little cat nap. Dude, woke up like, what happened? So then it was just kind of hungover, you know, because I hadn't been drinking for the last hour and just trying to piece together how we.
Yeah. How did.
Screaming slurs about Tom Brady. That's why kisses his fucking kid on the mouth.
Yeah.
It was just a party of uncomfortable like women and just dudes fucking pissed at a house. It was bad.
Well, that Super Bowl, like, that's the one that that's the one that broke the Falcons fan base, and they still haven't healed. They're still very broken about it.
I mean, it's tough. That's a tough because.
But that's why it happened. Is because you were so far ahead at halftime. All of you were so drunk already, and then all of you got shell shocked by being hammered.
Dude.
I've never heard a Falcons fan be like, "I was sober when it happened." You were all like, I was blackout drunk.
Oh, I was partying down, dude.
And then it spiraled.
Coming to on the couch and being like,
Did I make a mistake? Is this a prank? Did you guys change it?
It's fucking. That's an embarrassing thing. I was that guy where I would get pissed. Like I would walk out of the stadium pissed, just drunk and angry after a loss.
When I followed football, I used to get.
I wish I could care about something that much.
I could if I if I watched every Packers game, I would like game 2. I'm gonna start. It's gonna start affecting my mood.
That is a bad look,
and I don't want to do it.
When you're a grown baby, that's a tough look, dude.
Nate Bargatze's in football in Super Bowl commercials.
Bro, Nate Bargatze made $80 million this year or something. It was on like a comedy, from his tour. That dude,
that guy is.
I mean. Yeah, I could not say fuck for like 80 million. He's like the Jeff Foxworthy of now, you know?
Yeah. That's why I don't really swear on stage anymore.
It's not worth it.
I have one joke that I don't even really do anymore.
Well, you know, and as you start doing comedy more too, it's like it's a lot funnier if you save them.
Yeah.
You know, if they got to be meaningful, you know?
Yeah.
You hit somebody with like a meaningful.
If you don't swear for 15 minutes and then you say fuck one time, it like changes the vibe. Or you hit them with
something funny like fuckhead. You know, this fuckhead dude. Level them. People aren't expecting it.
Or go full slur, you know?
Full slurs. Hit him out, dude. That's just the haymaker, bro. When you hit somebody with a slur and you haven't cursed once, they're not ready for it. And especially if they're on your side, that's how you get some accidental laughs where people like they look around like.
But those are really that's the best laugh, you know?
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one
because you immediately want to just go like edgy as fuck. It's the natural calling.
Yeah,
it's just to say
everybody wants to do it.
Which let me talk about saying things into a microphone. Let's have this conversation. Some people don't appreciate the way that I've been portraying them.
Are they going to appreciate that you're bringing it up again?
No, I'll bring it up right now. First off, if you listen to this podcast and I am talking about somebody that you know and then you proceed to tell them, bro, you are a bitch. That's foul, bro. Keep it to yourself. Secondly, I don't think I'm making anything up here. You know,
I mean, I haven't been there, but you haven't said anything like
it's not cool.
like unicorns haven't come into the story at all.
I mean, I don't think
it's been pretty believable for the most part.
I mean, you know what? And then karma comes around. You know, because I ate 3 muffins and I was the problem today at work.
Oh, you were the problem today. Nice. It's good to mix it up, you know.
You know, you're in a bad place when you just look around and go, I didn't know it was going to be this busy. When you hear somebody say that, they're in a bad way, dude. That's a cry for help. Like, bro, please help me.
Yeah, that's what they said out loud in their head.
Yeah, I was struggling today. 3 muffins, far too many. That for a work situation.
That's it. You play with that black magic.
Man, let me tell you,
I've been out of the black magic a long time. You're in it.
We had some fucking Girl Scout cookies in there. Some Girl Scouts in there slanging cookies, dude. It was almost too much.
In there?
On the patio.
So it's not just children in there now. It's business children?
Dude, business children in the brewery. You thought kids were bad? Wait till kids, and they took cards. They were coming up to people sitting at the table. And we're like, hey, you should get some cookies. And people would be like, oh, I don't have any cash. They're like, I take Zelle. I take Venmo.
Bro.
She had a little fucking swipe. I was like, dude. She's getting these cookies.
I mean, you gotta get in there and be like, "Hey, stop stepping on my business."
This one guy was like,
"Before this gets messy."
He used the word fleeced. He goes, "I just got fleeced by those girls."
That's what it is every time. Because here's the thing: you can get them in the store,
bro. These girls weren't taking no for an answer, it's like they were letting you have a couple of drinks and then hit you. They were smart enough to be like, "Hey, they've been here for an hour."
Yeah. They waited to show up.
Do you have a favorite cookie?
I mean, it's got the Thin Mint is the classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be cold.
Like, you ever crunch some Thin Mints up in some ice cream?
No.
You haven't. Damn. You're not living, man.
That's a good idea.
It's good.
My favorite's the tag along.
My dad is a innovative man when it comes to desserts.
He showed you the way?
Oh, yeah.
He showed you the way of the Thin Mint.
He did.
That's a minty chocolate. That's a good. It's not all the time for me, though.
Really, I could, if you handed me a box of Thin Mints today and came back tomorrow, I would pretend that I never heard of it.
That is pretty diabolical, though. They were up there at the brewery hitting people. I mean, that's a good.
You're finding silver wrappers all over the ground. Those tube wrappers,
dude. She had a Thin Mint outfit. Like, she had like this thing that went on that was like it was just a big Thin Mint that said she was a Thin Mint costume.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, like a mascot costume.
Dude, imagine being hammered and being approached by a Thin Mint trying
That's
to sell
what I'm saying, dude.
It's
These guys stood no chance.
Are these?
The only thing they could try to do is just say, hey, I don't have any cash. That girl's like, hey, just so happens.
Hey, if you're a Thin Mint, are you trying to sell me your babies to eat?
Yeah, how does that work? I like a tag along. I like the peanut butter. They said the s'more is discontinued.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
which could have been propaganda from these girls.
I mean, if we're being real, s'more anything is not as good as a s'more.
True.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. I don't want to touch it. A s'more pop cart can suck a dick.
Yeah.
Okay?
You know what I feel? Yes. Those are when those are left in a house, like you're at your buddy's house, so get the fuck out of here. Those things never good.
No.
Pop-Tarts are never hit the spot for me. The idea of a Pop-Tart is always better than an actual Pop-Tart.
And I feel like the production has gone downhill. We're like, I haven't had a Pop-Tart in a long time that had like that even frosting layer, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you're a frosting guy? I like a plain Jane strawberry.
Well, no, there's the frosting layer on top. It's like that brick of frosting that's like baked into the bread. They're getting like that used to be like a plate of frosting, right?
Yeah.
It's now like half a smear, you could say.
That's crazy. Pop-Tarts gotta be cancer. They're not good for you.
Yeah, for sure.
They had to throw a Hail Mary and get Jerry Seinfeld to do a movie.
See, we were more of a toaster strudel family.
Really? We were my mom, her big thing was raisin bread with butter in the oven. She'd hit you with some buttered raisin bread toast.
Yeah, we do like banana bread like that.
Then we were a big biscuit family. My dad was a cinnamon roll guy.
Yeah.
Cinnamon roll, bacon.
That's every once in a while. You got to do
coffee. Goddamn, bro. That's a breakfast and chill.
It's 9 p.m. and I want that right now.
Oh my God. My dad ate bacon my whole life.
I still eat bacon.
Love bacon.
It's the best.
How do you do it though? Do you do it in a pan or do you do it in the oven?
Oven's the
That's the way.
Because it's perfect every time.
As a young man, I would tangle with that demon.
You get into the pan.
Dude, what a nightmare that is. It's popping on you. Yeah. It's going everywhere. It's always a drunk move.
And you do it at the time of your life when you're least likely to clean up.
Yeah, that's 100%.
You know what I mean? You're like, I'm going to make the most mess while cooking.
Dude, that's the worst I've ever burned myself. I was making it at a music festival and was making bacon at a campfire and fucking tripped over a root and dumped an entire pan of oil onto my foot. Just
ooh, that hurts.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing. Sometimes you got to cook out of a pan. You know, you're at a festival, you don't got an oven.
Dude, yeah. I just should have. I was doing
wear shoes. I mean, you gotta wear.
You have to wear shoes.
Were you shirtless?
Absolutely.
It's your fault.
And had cooked like 4 things of bacon, so it was so much grease in there.
It was like too much. Like you should have dumped it.
I should have dumped
through.
it 3 or 4 times. I do the coffee mug. That's I dump the grease in a coffee mug. Dude, when I was renting at Atlanta Street, fuck your pipes.
Nah, yeah, I do like. I'll use like an old pickle jar or something, and that'll last me like for a good amount of bacon.
Dude, when I lived in like a 1-bedroom, like in Savannah, it was a 800 square foot apartment. Dude, you would cook bacon, it would smog your place out. Everything you owned was bacon.
That's nice though. That's a good
sign. Going to work, everybody's like, you have bacon on you right now? Yes. Christina does the cold bacon where she'll just save the bacon that she's cooked in a bag and then she'll bust that back out.
I'll do that sometimes. I'll do that if I make more than I want to eat.
I don't love that. I don't know. If I've made bacon, I'm eating it.
Here's the thing. It tastes the same, little different texture.
Yeah. I eat the bacon. If it's out, I'm eating it. I have 0 cutoff on bacon. I'll eat 12 fucking slices.
Bro, do you see the I'm sorry.
What?
Total yards. This isn't good to talk about, but total yards are double digits to like 260.
Yeah, I mean, you know they're hating it. They're hating it completely. It's 24-0. They're like, fuck, dude, this isn't even a good game. How boring.
How crazy is it that all the listeners are going to be in the recovery time after the riots? While we're here just innocently, like we don't know what has happened to Philly yet.
Which is crazy to just like win the Super Bowl and then just lose your mind and tear your city down. It's got to be fun. Smoking joints and grabbing beers in a riot. And it's a good riot. It's not like
it's not like an angry riot. Yeah. I mean, sure, some cars are going to be burned. You know?
But that's like everybody's cheering that on. You know?
Some police officers will be assaulted.
We're having fun.
Do you want to ring,
dude? I'm sure. Imagine being a bar in Philadelphia, though.
It'd my god, dude!
The zombie apocalypse,
bro. They've got how many baseball bats are tucked under the bar?
You have to close, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think as soon as the game is, I think end of the third quarter, you have to close. You're like, oh my God. No matter what, you watch the fourth quarter somewhere else.
That would be, I mean, if you lived in the city, fucking God forbid you have kids, you'd have to leave. It'd be like the hurricane. We're leaving town. Oh, also, speaking of people listening to the podcast, the girl who flew with the baby was like, yeah, you dickhead. She was great. She behaved. I didn't even know that's who it was. I was like, oh, man, give me a fucking lead in here. Christina, let me know that's the friend. And she's a listener.
We're too good at this.
But she was like, the baby did behave. I was like, yeah. That's a fucking toss-up.
You got lucky.
I saw a thing where somebody passed out earplugs and little candy. That's nice. With a note that said my baby's teething. So if it bothers you, I was like, that's nice. I don't like people that much.
It would help, but
I'd be like, I would just look at somebody like, you really want to fucking bitch at me? Because I want to beat the fuck out of this thing, but I'm not loud, dude.
Yeah.
You trying to catch these hands, dude?
Hey, man, you'd be mad at me if I made it stop.
Yeah, I'm about to turn you into mush. Bro, I woke up this morning. This is how I woke up this morning. I just woke up, was like, what the fuck? Like, why am I? And Christina's just staring at me, and I'm like, what? She's like, I spilt a whole bottle on you. I was like, what? Dude, I was covered. And formula is the stickiest substance that you could possibly. It's crazy how sticky it is. I was just, and it was too early to like
To process, yeah.
To start that. Like the girls were going back to sleep. She's like, I put a towel down. I was just so sticky. I was like, I don't care. Went back to sleep. Then we woke up and it was like, she's like, had baking soda. And I'm like, well, it's not that big of a deal. She's like, yeah, spoiled milk on our mattress is a big fucking deal. I was like, ooh, I didn't even think about that.
That's going to smell pretty bad.
I think she got it out. She's a wizard with that shit. She's like, vinegar, I had no idea. If I stain a shirt, I just throw it away.
It's alchemy. Yeah, me too, honestly.
That's done, dude. That thing's done. I don't like a grease stain. It's done.
Yeah, if it's something I'm not going to be able to get out. Yeah. It's if I send it to if I put it in my laundry bag and bring it to the cleaners once and it's still stained, it goes in the garbage.
Yeah, it's done. Well, actually, it goes to a side of my closet. And I'm always like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah,
You're right.
Figure it out.
It goes, here's my system, is I hang up all my clothes in the closet. Yeah. And then the stuff that I don't give a shit about, I just drop on the floor of the closet. So now I have like a nice pile.
Yep.
Yeah. And then before I move, I'll just throw it in the trash can, you know?
I just don't close shop. Most of my
neither do I.
Yeah, it's crazy how I acquire shit.
Like, I would say out of the T-shirts that I have in my rotation right now, 4 of them are from comedy festivals that I got for free because I was on them.
Yeah.
My regular, like I'm consistently wearing merch that I got for free.
Yeah, I got a lot of beer shirts. I just don't care.
Look at that guy hiling.
Dude.
Referees. Ladies and gentlemen, referees. Sometimes they make weird hand motions.
I know. Everybody got with the Photoshop this week. Everybody has that photo. Public speaker, we got your ass. I just, the Super Bowl also, New Orleans. How drunk is everybody in the crowd, dude? That's the city. Fuck being at Philadelphia. I'd rather be in New Orleans. They have bars that just don't close.
Yeah, I've still never been to New Orleans.
It's spooky as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Very spooky.
I'd like to visit.
Everybody very much
Book
underplayed.
Me for comedy.
Everybody underplayed how spooky. I don't even like going into like voodoo shit. I don't even trust it. Fuck that. Dude. So I was thinking about, I was looking up some stuff for a Freaky Friday episode, and we're not doing a whole episode on this too, but there is some stuff I got to talk about. Unit 731 in Japan? Is that what it was? Yeah. I got fuzzy on the details.
It was when Japan was invading China, leading up to World War II.
Not nice.
No, it was pretty mean.
These boys were ruthless.
Did you catch what the alternate term for this kind of event you could say is? The rape of Nanking.
Oh, that's all in this? I didn't know that.
I think so. I think it's all kind of tied together. Where like they were, because Unit 731 was they were pushing through, and I think they were the one that ended up
it was a bad place
going into this city, and they basically locked the city's citizens in with them.
It was bad.
And just war crimed for a while.
News.
Yeah.
I'd filmed everything. Bad news.
They did a lot of really gross stuff.
One of the things, so you read all this different stuff, right?
It's maybe the most icky that's ever happened in one place.
You can't stop reading it. Once you start, you're like, oh my. I mean, stuff like where they were putting people's fingers and freezing it with liquid nitrogen and then just shattering it. just to see like.
And just being like,
It's like little kids with like a bug, but real people.
Yeah.
And the one dude was like the head surgeon. Nightmare fuel. The guy had no empathy. He did not care at all. He called everybody logs. They were cutting down logs. Crazy, dude. They just one of the things that they did to people that just stuck out to me was they were testing bombs and the radius of the explosions.
Yeah.
So they would tie people to stakes at varying intervals. And just to see. And then they would let a bomb off and they would see who got affected how. And I was like, dude, could you imagine being the guy like 70 yards away?
70 yards, you're probably okay.
Yeah,
like here's the thing. 70 yards, you're probably okay. I think like 30 yards, you're like, this is probably going to fuck me.
This is going to suck.
There's a very small chance that I'm okay at this distance. But the probability that all the shrapnel misses, pretty low.
No way, yeah.
I'm going to have a piece of metal in my knee for the rest of my life.
Sucked. They were injecting people with fucking diseases
Just
and
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
The one guy that had
Whatever
to watch...
was around.
The one guy had to watch all the film. He was talking about he had to watch everything. And he was like, yeah, a lot of this was not scientific.
No.
It was just people being like, well, we're seeing if we can.
You can do a lot if you really...
What you were saying there was like a lot of that shit was we got some information like people freezing to death. We didn't know when you would freeze to death.
Yeah, they got some pretty specific numbers about like let's say the extreme limits of what people can take on heat, cold,
microwave
radiation.
People. They were fucking microwave. They were putting people in ovens.
Yeah, but that happened to me too. So
yeah, that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, holy shit. I thought about that poor lady at the Walmart oven too. I was like, oh my God, dude. That's how they know that you're so much of percent of water. They were like, we figured out how much we can evaporate out of your body.
Yeah, because usually when people die that way, nobody is there to like record how long they were there. Exactly. So crazy. What does it take? What was their temperature right before it happened, you know?
Yeah. Because that's like crazy to think about before that. It was just sort of like we think, you know, they didn't know. They're like, well, we think.
Yeah.
Because the guy who died didn't write it down.
But here's the thing. And that information can be a little useful, but not game changing.
Not immunity.
Yeah.
The United States came in and was like, hey, they're fine. We'll give them immunity. Get these boys over here. See what they learned. Rough. People had to watch those videos. Rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea the Japanese were ruthless, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, everybody's been ruthless at some time or another.
That is
we're doing it right now.
Yeah, that's the big eye-opening thing. Is like, oof, this people have been bad news. It's just a bad draw, too. If you're stuck there, you're like, fuck. People were born into that, too. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, well, that's how it happens is, you know, that's your...
I wonder how fast it turns people. Because those people were enjoying themselves. They were running around. That's what the guy said when he watched the video. He's like, there was people that were really
war, dude. Well, in war, then the really bad people are really going to show up.
Yeah,
they're really going to be like,
oh, I accelerated this.
Yeah, the only guy smiling.
Yeah, I'm good at this. Yeah. That's a terrifying.
That's the guy that you need to be like, we need to make sure he doesn't make it back with us.
Yeah, we got to drop that guy off.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, what do you do in that situation? I mean, you can't just not record, because that's what I was saying. I'm like, the information's already there. Like, they already know how long it takes.
Yeah.
You have to take that because they all die in vain if you don't.
You take the information, and then if you want to do it legally, you go to a court and you show the people the video of that guy smiling while he's doing this. And then you say, we're going to hang that guy. And then everybody goes, cool. That's what you do. That's the right way to do it.
That's who, all right, so... That's a gladiator. That's where you're like, all right, this guy's now a gladiator. I watched Running Man the other day.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, I showed Christina, let me tell you, showing a woman the 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger classic.
I don't think I've seen it all the way through.
Oh, dude. It's one of those movies that I cannot believe nobody's made it. So he's in a helicopter. They tell him to kill these civilians. He says no. They arrest him, and then they put him on a TV show. And they take these people that have done like war crimes, and they put them on a TV show. And they have people that are hunters, and they're like the one dude is a hockey player that has.
I've seen most of it.
Yeah.
You're talking about it. I think I've kind of faded in and out of sleep, like late night TV watch.
It is so bad. It is so cheesy, but it's amazing. And it's like, I can't believe it's a pretty good concept. I can't believe it hasn't gotten remade. Like made cooler. Yeah, darker, kind of gritty. Because it's still got the whole like...
It's got the cheese.
It's there.
The cocaine cheese.
Yeah, dude. Christina was like, what the fuck is this? But
what's your favorite 80s movie? Best one?
Probably Predator.
Predator's up there.
Predator rules.
It's gotta be. I think Alien was
Predator
before,
2 was pretty
I think,
good.
technically.
Predator 2 is almost better, though, when they're in the city.
I didn't see that one until like way later because I kind of assumed it was going to be bad.
It's so funny. It's so bad. Alien is great.
Yeah.
It's very art, but Alien 2 is way
Aliens is...
Yeah, Aliens is the superior.
That's not true. They're both great. They're both great, but they're different. They're different kinds of movies.
So bad.
Yeah.
The first time I saw that, I was like, dude, I would dive into that bush.
That lady.
Get lost in that forest, dude. Just you and her, dude. Scary sex, spooky sex, where you're both scared, like
terrifying.
Oh, dude, that is a thriller, though. When you go back and watch that, you're like, dude,
that movie.
You know what fucked me up about that movie? When the dude's spitting out the milk, the robot. As a kid, that broke my brain.
That scene. I saw that movie as an adult, and that freaked me. I was like, that looks really gross.
I saw it as a kid because my dad would always tell us this story. So my dad was like, me and my brother. It was a matinee. They were walking, and it was on the movie theaters, and neither one of them had heard anything about it. And he's like, dude, we went in and saw Alien in the movie theaters, knowing nothing about it, and just getting our fucking minds blown. He was like, in the movie theaters when it came out, the scene where they show all the eggs, he was like, I couldn't comprehend like seeing
what
it
they
in
were
theaters,
showing.
just like how big it was. You're just like, how do they even fucking do that?
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. So then I was a kid, and I'm like, he'd always tell that story. I was like, oh, I want to see this movie. Dude, when that alien busted out of that guy's chest, I was like, I have gone too far.
Yeah. I was lucky enough that was like almost a hack premise by the time I actually saw the original. Because I saw Spaceballs as a kid, and I had been told that at the end there's the reference to Alien.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Which, by the way, is the same actor.
Really?
Yeah. They got the same actor.
That would have taken it wouldn't have been as scary. It's like when I saw Exorcist, I was too young. When she was like masturbating with the cross and being like, my God, I fucking melted. That burned into my brain.
Well, I was like sheltered enough. I didn't like Exorcist, another one I didn't see until like I saw The Exorcist when I was too drunk.
That's a good time to see it.
Yeah.
It was too spooky.
I don't remember.
I saw it. My brother put it on when we were home alone.
I know it by references more than I know the movie by a lot.
I wish. There's a lot of creepy shit in that movie.
I mean, but something always gets. Like Jurassic Park crushed me, as I've said, I think on this show.
Yeah.
Crushed me.
I left the movie theater. It was too loud.
I didn't see it in the theater. We watched it at home.
I was a kid, and when they got to the shoot her part, the very shoot her! No, I was out.
I was like that scared me, but then my parents were like, it's not going to be scary the whole time.
It was so loud in the theater, I was out.
I bet.
Dude. At the laser show. I left the laser show when I was a kid.
What
Stone
laser?
Mountain.
Oh, yeah, the Stone Mountain laser show.
It was too racist. I was like, no. I was woke back then, dude.
Yeah.
Southern generals, I think not, dude. Confederate soldiers?
No way, sir.
Y'all should be ashamed. No, dude, the fireworks went off, and I was, as a child, enthralled with the lasers. And
you weren't ready for the fireworks.
The showmanship of the Confederate soldiers. And then that's what it was. It was all about, like, the dudes on the side. It was like this weird, like, American-esque laser show. Oh, you never saw it. So in Stone Mountain, there's Confederate generals on the side of Stone Mountain.
Yes.
So the whole fucking laser show was this weird, like, homage to the Confederate soldiers in America. It's like, I went one time and I was like 12 after going when I was a kid, and I was like, what the fuck is this? They do a lot of, and I'm proud to be an American, which, dude, we got a laser show on a giant rock. We really missed just doing like Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
On a rock. Like, what are we fucking doing?
Would have been cool.
Would have been awesome.
Too late.
But
Pink Floyd, I mean, Pink Floyd is, you need an American artist, you know?
True.
Primus.
Dude, no. Grateful Dead, obviously.
Yeah, that would have to be it.
Either that or like Fish.
No.
You got to have instrumental for a laser show.
And here's the thing, I don't like either of them.
You can't have like, it's like they were talking about the Sphere. They're like the Eagles. You're like, That doesn't go with the sphere. I don't want to fucking, lion eyes and see like a clock dripping.
Patrick and I, when we were in Vegas, we looked at the sphere and it was literally like, I'm like, look, man, I will get tickets for both of us.
Yeah.
Just to see the sphere. If something worth like something mildly worth watching, the Eagles, no go.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
I'm not paying. I mean,
it's less than you think. It was like $80.
Big Lebowski, like, I fucking hate the Eagles.
You can't look like me and listen to the Eagles, Dude,
not
it's
allowed. Just not a good, like, I want to see some trippy visuals. I would even say U2 is better.
If you made me see either of those, if you're like one or the other, I'm going to be on my phone the whole time. I'm going to be like, you pick. I'm on my phone. I'm not going to pay attention.
I bet you U2 puts on a fucking show. Better than the Eagles. How old are the Eagles?
Is Joe Walsh with them?
Joe Walsh's got to be 90, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like,
true.
These people are old. When you go see an old rock and roll person, it's sad.
They're all sitting down.
I saw Willie Nelson, and it was sad. It was like, let this man go lay down. Like, let this man.
I mean, how old is U2? They're not as old as the Eagles.
That's what I mean. I would rather see U2. I think they're younger. But
what's the ideal band to see at the Sphere, though?
Fish, for sure.
Fish?
Yeah, they have Unreal Engine.
I'm seeing band that you would never, like, if there was a band you could pick that wouldn't get there.
I don't know. I would like to say Fish did the Unreal Engine. That's how they did their visuals. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to say August Burns Red.
That or Primus. Primus would be pretty fucking insane.
Primus would be, yeah. Primus would be scary. I feel like you could go into a Primus show at the Sphere completely sober and you would leave.
You know who would knock your dick in? Tool. Tool at the Sphere.
I left a Tool show.
They would melt your mind. Because I saw Tool at Bonnaroo and it was too much.
I mean, I left a Tool show.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It was like a festival, and they were like the last headlining act, and we didn't get to the main stage like 2.5 hours before.
Yeah.
So we were like literally standing by the merch booths. Like that was the closest we could get, and we were like, okay, well, I guess we'll just beat all of these people out of here.
In it. Yeah. They had at one point they had the creepiest visuals going on the video.
There were some pretty crazy visuals. Yeah.
Maynard stands in the back, which is weird. He stands by the drums. He's back there fucking screaming. But they had like Alex Gray projections on them, and like it was just so much. Like everywhere you looked, there was shit moving. It was like a DMT trip on stage. Then they busted out lasers, and you could like nobody at Bonnaroo, nobody had used lasers yet, so they busted out lasers. People were just like
not ready.
You saw people got hurt. They went with ill intentions. They were not like peace and love. They were like, these people took acid, and we're gonna make sure they'll never do it again. Like we watched a guy beside us.
We're gonna make
like,
him whine
break.
people.
Yeah, I watched a dude break to where I couldn't look at him anymore because I was like, I'm hanging on for dear fucking life. Like I looked back to like just to scan the crowd, and I saw a dude just like, and I was like, no, dude, don't even. It's like a drowning person. You're like, I can't save you, dude. You'll take me with you.
Yeah, I'm trying to have fun, man.
No, you pull me into whatever you're doing. Don't even. Don't tell me about it. Don't tell me about it. Like that's bad. If you're spiraling in hell, like that's bad. And Tool is just playing sober.
And I've never been a big Tool fan.
Me either. Do you know what ruined Tool for me? When I was in high school, the people that loved Tool just in high school were like a certain kind of person. For sure. I mean, when I first met Christina, she has a Perfect Circle as her ringtone.
Wow, that's tough. I can't believe you're with her now.
She has a ringtone. That's where I'm like, dude, what is it?
That's because people are going to hear that. People are going to know that about you.
You know, I want Chop Suey. Wake up. Wake up. Sound like a crowded fucking subway. Like, oh, somebody's. That song, dude.
Yeah.
That fucking
BYOB.
Oh, that song.
That song, somebody I showed didn't realize that that's an anti-war song. BYOB.
Yeah.
Did you not know that?
I didn't
So it's a fun song. You don't know, you've heard the song. Mm-hmm. Every part of the song that is easy to understand sounds like it's about a party. Oh, but the rest of it that's like you pretty much have to read the lyrics when you listen to it to understand it. All of that is just like straight anti-war stuff, and then everything that like you can get is so it was like on the radio and stuff.
You start listening to a song, you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Song you heard 100 times. You're like,
whoa.
So, I've listened to some Jim Croce songs. You're like, damn, this is depressing as hell. Like, dude, I've always just kind of jammed to the dude's voice. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
that's a name I've only heard, I think.
Really? I love Jim Croce. Jim Croce's voice sounds like it's on vinyl no matter what. Like, you can listen to it on Spotify, and it sounds like it's coming through like an old radio. He's got like a very classic, folksy voice. Dude, you want to talk about feeling 100 years old? I felt so old. I put on How Bizarre on a playlist. You know, How Bizarre, that 90s song. A girl I work with looked over and was like, oh my God, this is a real song? I've only heard it on TikTok. Dude, I felt ancient, dude. I was just like, but it's like the internet exists. Like you can, it's crazy to think that somebody made a song for TikTok. Like somebody.
But so many people are.
That's where your brain went? That somebody like made this song for their makeup tutorial?
Yeah.
Damn, that's how bizarre your eyelashes, you know?
That's how these people think.
I was astounded. I was just like, holy shit. So I have to watch the girls tomorrow. That is my first day
full time
of daddy duty, daytime daddy duty.
That's
fucking crazy.
Do you have an emergency contact?
No, dude, I have no. That's what somebody was saying. They're like, oh, just call your parents. I'm like, not an option. They're like, well, what about her parents? Live in Virginia. It's crazy. I don't know. I told her, I was like, don't just leave me in there. It has to happen. I'm gonna be in a lot of meetings. I'm like, dude,
you got to learn to fly, buddy.
Bro, y'all be in the back of your fucking business meeting with two babies. Like, help!
Come on, little bird, you got to jump.
See, dude, they're never on the same schedule. It's crazy.
They're never.
Hardly ever.
That's not fun.
If they do, it's like then you don't even know what to do with yourself. If they're both napping, we're walking around the house like the Silent Place, like that fucking movie, dude. It's crazy. I have to like open a door where you don't let the doorknob go.
Yeah, like you're sneaking out as a kid.
Back to sneaking out as a kid, dude. It's crazy. I dropped something and it fell onto the. I have a Congo in my living room, obviously a little bongo, and I dropped something and it hit the drum and it woke both of them up. And it's like you've been so quiet for 45 minutes and the baby starts crying. You're just like, God damn it! It doesn't fucking matter. Turn the fucking lights off.
Yelling now.
It sucks. It's crazy.
Guess we're blasting Kendrick now.
It's like you're like walking around the house with like a bomb, dude. Especially because you don't want to wake the other one up. One baby would be perfect.
Yeah.
Two, it's like nothing is harder than taking an asleep baby in your lap and then trying to put them down. Because as soon as you put them down, they immediately, their eyes pop open. It's so crazy.
They're like, hey, bitch, I want to sleep here, not there.
On you, dude. As soon as you set them down, their eyes pop open. You're like, fuck. It's crazy. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully, everybody keeps telling me I need a routine. I'm like, I don't have one. Like, so how can I have one with them? I don't know. What do you do with babies all day? She's like, we don't do screens. I'm like, you don't do screens.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some sleepy stickers, dude. Babies are asleep, bro. I don't know what to do. It's going to be crazy. There's only so much shit you can
always
do.
go the old school brandy, you know?
Yeah.
A little brandy under the gums. Good for you. It's good for you, you know?
That's how you fucking get some influencer girls. Staying at the Bop House, dude. Like, I did this. I did this. You're like, I knew you shouldn't have put White Claw on her gums.
The fizziness gets in there.
Dude, I know you don't watch The People, but I watched a video of the Costco dad correcting the son. Ooh, it was dark, dude.
I bet.
Because they're doing those videos, and it's like behind the scenes. You can tell.
Oh, it was a behind the scenes.
It was a kind of like, hey, do it again. Do it again. This time, smile. I'm going first. Then you do it.
It's so obvious that that's what it is.
It's so, bro, you know what else I don't think is good for that kid? That kid's got to be like 9, 10, the negative comments. You're not ready for that. That's crushing that kid, dude.
Which kid? The Rizzler?
Everybody loves the Rizzler. It's the other one. He's kind of like in that awkward. Look, when you're a 10, 11-year-old little
he's
boy,
like
you're fat, you're awkward, and that's forever.
Rolling into puberty.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, dude, your dad's a psychopath.
That sucks.
I know.
He'll probably write a good book eventually.
Hopefully, or he's just gonna end up like that kid from The Sopranos and just do a podcast.
Yeah.
And just talk about the years you did all the drugs and partying. It's like, God damn.
Crazy.
What a dark place that would be, too. Because, he'd just be doing coke, just like, boom!
Oh, my God.
Everybody's like, dude, I'll give you a free line if you do the thing again. Double chocolate chunk.
Oh, my God.
Just eating crack rocks.
Oh, we live in hell.
We really do. We really do. I was telling Christina that. I'm like, thank God you don't. I listened to a girl talk about Taylor Swift and Chappelle Roan, and she talked about them like they were people she knew. And I was just like, dude, it's my buddy's girlfriend. And I'm like, imagine listening to that. That's crazy.
That would make me insane.
It would make me, because you think you're like, this is bullshit, right? But when you're living in the house, you're just like, you start going crazy. It's like, dude, before we get out of here, you should watch, everybody should watch Common Side Effects. The new Mike Judge. It's pretty awesome. It's about a guy that finds mushrooms and they heal.
I have seen.
The pharmaceutical companies are going after it.
I've seen ads for it.
Very nice. They get really right into the story. Okay. And anytime it gets a little too serious, they have a little comedy. But it's trippy. The fucking animation is crazy. Like, it'll be a scene that gets done and you're like, whoa.
If it's about mushrooms, I mean, of course it is.
Yeah. Mike Judge knows what he's doing. He knows he's leaning into it a little bit.
Wait, like Mike Judge, like King of the Hill Mike Judge?
Yeah. Beavis and Butthead. Fuck yeah. He voices one of the pharmaceutical people. It's funny, dude. They go into the pharmaceutical reps. They're making fun of stuff that you can't believe nobody's made anything about it.
Yeah, I might check it out after this Slaughter finishes up.
Yeah, dude. And then I started watching Severance. That's a fucking... We got 7 days, so we're trying to binge it. 7-day free trial.
Oh, yeah. You gotta.
It's like renting it from Blockbuster.
Well, apparently I'm a Tubi member now.
Oh, no.
Well, that's what I got for the soup to get on. That's how we're watching this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't put any money in.
Okay.
Tubi's free.
Yeah, that's the worst. When you realize, you're like, fuck, dude, I'm still paying for Fubu.
They literally asked for my age and my gender. And that was it.
They need to fucking catch up with the times, dude. It's crazy, all of the different streaming now. Like,
it's too much. It's cable again. We've circled back to cable. They're all doing commercials again.
And they cut back on the fucking sharing. We got kicked off a bunch of ours.
Yep. I'm sick of it. Apparently, I need to look into it. I might have been trolled. I don't know if it's a feature yet, but I think Steam is going to have a Steam Family feature where you can share libraries.
That fucking rules.
Yeah.
Have you played Marvel Rivals?
No, I don't do that online shit.
Dude, I might have to play. Why not?
It's your kind of game. That stuff frustrates me. I'm bad at it.
It does look frustrating.
Dude, I'll say horrible things to children.
Yeah.
If I play online video games. I played League of Legends for years and I was a bad person.
It happens quick, dude.
Yeah.
You get real unit 731 real quick, dude.
War crimes, man. Teabagging is our generation's.
Oh, dude, I have gotten people's banner and will not bring them back. This is diabolical, dude. Now you have to watch. And in ranked in Apex, if you quit, you get a 10-minute timeout. And if you do it twice, it's a 20-minute timeout where your game will not let you play.
Yeah.
And so I'll make people watch. Like, just quit. Take your time out. Bitch. That's why you don't take people's ammo. You got anything to promote?
This won't be out by tomorrow, that's for sure. Tournament of Topics, Alley Stage, the 20th of February. I am judging. It's going to be fun. I had so much fun judging last time.
That's going to be awesome.
Shed 3.0.
Nice.
The Shed. If you're aware of the Shed, we're doing shows. We have Tree Fort playing this time.
Nice.
We got a bunch of bands. We a whole punk show basically, and we're capping it off with stand up. That is going to be on March 22nd.
Nice.
So follow the Instagram, the Shed. What Shed 2X?
Yeah.
Follow that. You'll see the poster.
Yeah.
That's all I got right now.
All I got. I'm gonna come to that Tournament of Topics. I'm gonna come watch.
Do it.
I got the meme page, which allegedly I run it.
Oh yeah, Cult of Thalia. I keep forgetting. Yeah. We have to plug Cult of Thalia. Is the thing I'm putting so much time into. I'm working on it a lot. I'm doing basically a part-time job worth of editing every week. Yeah. Join the cult. It's on YouTube. Every week we're posting compilations. It includes this show.
You need shirts that say "Join the Cult."
We do.
Yeah. Stickers at least too.
Yeah.
Join the Cult.
Stickers are cheap. We can do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off. But no, come to Tournament of Topics. If you show up and somebody dropped out, that you might even be able to go on.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
It's a riff show. You don't need
I was
material.
about to say, I don't have any material. I'll just get up there and riff. I love the alley stage too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Other than that, I got to take a Potty-Tunity. I'm out of here.